Good morning and welcome to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz and we're live from the Grand Champions Polo Club. We're at the Santa Rita Polo Farm here on the Buenos Aires field for our first game of the fall season, 17th fall season of the Grand Champions Polo Club. That is huge. We love the fall season here. Of course, we had an amazing summer season. I want to thank everyone in Aspen, everyone in the Aspen area, especially everyone who worked at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, all the professional players that came into play and sponsors. What a summer we had at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. If you're looking to play polo in the summer from July to September, you can go back to the AspenValleyPoloClub.com and you can get all the information. It was amazing. Just big energy. I'm still feeling love for it. Also, I want to give a big shout out to the Work to Ride program, as CTV Sports was down there for the Work to Ride program and to raise money for them in Philly. But now we're back home. Click your heels, Dorothy. There's no place like home. The Grand Champions Polo Club, gcpolo.com. Make sure you get our new app, and you can watch all the games on the app. It is amazing. Get the app downloaded. I'll be talking about it all day long. This is the Fall Classic. It looks like we have all of our players out on the field here. Aspen Valley and Maltese Falcons right here with Gaston Dorniak. I'm going to get to my spot. Gaston will get them ready to rock and roll. Once again, thanks for coming out to the Santa Rita Polo Farm, everybody. This is the beginning of our fall season. I'm Dale Schwetz, and we are ready to go. We're going to line them up here. Aspen Valley in the blue jerseys, coming in with Santos Bellini playing the number 1. And Patricio Taku Paz playing the number 2. Welcome, Patricio. Here in the red jersey, great to see Nick and Juan, Jason back together on the same team, but right now it's going to be Santos Bellini on the move. This will be a round-robin setup this morning, so thanks for joining us. Our third team will be Casablanca, and they're going to come in with Marc Ganzi, Grant Ganzi, the Ganzi boys, playing with Tomacho Pieres and Martin Jauregui. And right now, look at this, the first goal of the day. Going to be picked up here by Santos Bellini, and Bellini had a spectacular summer season. Santos, his father played very well also, but I got to give it up to young Santos Bellini. I thought he was one of the strongest players playing at the Aspen Valley Polo Club this summer, scoring a lot of goals, playing above his handicap. As we said, if you're new to the game of polo, always let us know here on CTV Sports. We always love to do the Polo 101. Bring in so many new viewers every day right here on the bowl end. Remember, they will switch directions. Nick's going to find Melly, Melissa by herself on the left side, coming in from left to right. Melly, little shot on goal, or second touch of the day. It looks like that ball is going to go just to the outside, and they'll go ahead and get our first knock in. Now remember, when we do come back to the center of the field, for any of you new viewers, we do switch directions. That is the procedure we use in the game of polo. And remember, all polo players must play the game of polo with their right hand. All the rules are written for right-handed players. And one of, well, 3 sports we know of highlight and field hockey. Nice pick up here by, looks like to be picked up by Patricio. As that ball will go across the center. And taken by Nic Roldan once again. And Nick is going to pound one down the field, but that one's going to roll over the end line. And we'll have our second knock-in of the day. We're playing the Fall Classic here on the flat. So it'll be, remember, each team will play 3 chuckers against each other. The winners of the first leg of 3 legs will sit, and the runners-up will keep playing, and they'll play against our Casablanca team, which will play a straight 6 chuckers today. We're at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. On the Santa Rita Polo Farm, we are on the Buenos Aires field. We have a lot of fields here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. Maltese Falcons. We are going to use the courtesy change also. So somewhere about in the middle of the chucker, the umpire will allow all the players to choose to change their 4-legged athlete if they'd like. And it is not a mandatory change, but we've talked so much about the courtesy change. And look at this kid, Santos going forward. This is a nice play by the Aspen Valley Polo Club team. Oh, he stays on the near side. Nice move there by Patricio, staying on the near side, making sure he didn't foul Bellini. Juan Bellini now wearing his signature pink helmet. Of course, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So remember, support the cause. Melissa Ganzi, a survivor, and we love her. She went through all of the treatments that she needed to have. We're going to talk about breast cancer the month here, and getting behind the scene, getting behind the cause, as you could say, to represent And as they come back down the field here, it looks like Juan's going to find maybe Melissa one more time. Will Melly get an opportunity here? I think she's got the inside on Pablo Dorney. I guess she does. Melly's going to pick this one up. Got to run to goal here. Melissa inside the 60. Nice play here by Bellini to push out Dorniak. That's going to give Melly a clean run to goal as they come down. And Melissa's going to get one right there and get the high flag. What? Goal right there. And Melissa, of course, this month, of course, is a campaign to increase awareness. The mission is to help those affected by breast cancer through early detection, education, and support services. And that's what they do. The Grand Champions Polo Club. Melissa, I talked about it. She was diagnosed in October 2020, underwent cutting-edge care at Callaway Young Cancer Center in Glenwood Springs, Colorado, and is breast cancer. Please check out the Callaway Young Cancer Center. That's about 30 minutes from the Aspen Valley Polo Club in Glenwood Springs, Colorado. And it is an amazing place. They do superior work there. And Melissa will tell you if you get a chance to talk to her. And it was a tough experience, but she's such a survivor, such a strong lady. And she pulled through, and now the big help from them. Of course, we talk about the Maltese Falcons. There's a club that's the newest sponsor. It's named after the 1941 film, The Maltese Falcon, featuring Humphrey Bogart playing Sam Spade, Mary Astro, and Peter Laurel, seeking a stolen statue made of gold and jewels by the 16th century Knights of Malta as a gift to the King of Spain. So that's kind of cool. I was talking to our Director of Operations, General Manager, Cale Newman, about that today, and he always loves having new sponsors on the field, and this is one of our newest. Here we go, though, on a 1-1 game here. We're just under 2 minutes, and on the breakaway, it's going to be Sugar Erskine. Sugar, he had a great season also at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. Sugar, and the Sugar Man is going to get the high flag and a nice run there, but be careful of the breakaways today, because today the Santa Rita Polo Farm and this field here, the Buenos Aires, is like a pool table. The fields always are so smooth and running and gunning after the summer season of growth, of course. They're still coming in a little bit as we come into our winter season. We'll talk a little bit about that. This is going to be a very busy one. I was also talking to Mr. Cale Newman about that. He said he's looking forward to a very busy 2024. Here we go, Nick. Roldan's got room right here. Nicky's going to fire one. That ball's got eyes to the far post. Nick, will it get there? Santos Bellini's going to take it around the corner and take it off the doorstep and pick that one up as we click down under a minute. 2-1 here is the Aspen Valley Polo Club team. Aspen Valley in the 1-goal lead. Santos let's get one more. He got Patricio out in front. Nice hook in there by his dad. Backed up cleanly by Crowder. Taken over by Dorniak. Pablo, here comes your 30-second warning horn. And there you go, 30 seconds left here in our first chukker of 9. Pablo's got time. Dorniak, nice little play right here by Pablo. He's going to gain some yards right here. Dorniak. Pablo, he's still got time here with for 15 seconds. Pablo, that's a pretty ball. Dorniak, look at this ball. We might have another opportunity here for Bellini. Santos once, twice, 3 times. My lady, will he beat the clock? Yes, he will, to get the high flag to make it 3-1. Put your hands together as we'll send them off. Aspen Valley in the blue, Maltese Falcons in the red. And we'll be right back for our second chukker of 9. You're live here on CTV Sports. Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz, and we're live from the Santa Rita Polo Farm, the unbelievable, most beautiful polo farm. Actually, the Santa Rita Polo Farm, largest and most unique private facility. 102 acres, the facility. 212 stalls. 9 self-contained barns, 2 exercise tracks, 5 climate-controlled tack rooms, vet rooms, staff quarters, guest house, you name it, it's got it. And 4 polo fields, and they are state-of-the-art. We're on the Buenos Aires field today, and they have the Penn field, and also they have the Aspen field, and they have the Santa Rita field. And Melissa Ganzi picking up the first 2 balls and first heats of chuckers. Well done, Melly, on the bowl. And Crowder's going to fire one from 120 and just wide to the right. If you're just joining us today, well, welcome to CTV Sports. This is our first tournament of the fall season, the Fall Classic. It will be a round-robin setup. We have Aspen Valley in the blue jerseys playing number 1, Santos Bellini, playing 2, Patricio Taku Paz, playing the number 2, and first time playing here tonight to have Patricio here, playing the number 3, Sugar Erskine, and Pablo Dorniak back in the saddle, playing the number 4 position. And, of course, his brother, older brother, is our mounted official today. Maltese Falcons with Melissa Ganzi, Jason Crowder, Juan Bellini, and Nic Roldan. Nic Roldan picking up his first goal of the day, and that'll make it 3-2. A very strong opening chucker by the Aspen team, and this is one of the reasons right here, this kid, and that's Santos Bellini. He has 2 goals. He scored one with about 3 seconds on the clock at the end of our first chucker. And Patricio and Santos have done a fabulous job in the front of the game, as Sugar and Pablo have done a great job at the 3 and 4 position. So we'll see how this Maltese Falcons team, how they can work it. It lines out very well with Melly in the front, Jason playing 2, and then Nick and Juan at the back. Here comes Roldan, and they're going to open it up. Pablo's going to press him. Oh, look at this open back away shot. That ball might stay on the field. Wow, nice attempt there by Nic Roldan. Almost putting that one in the goal from way out. That's not an easy shot, that open away shot. You almost got to turn your body and hit it on an angle. He actually overcut it, which is amazing. Now on the move, it's going to be Patricio. Naku taking it forward. Now taken forward by Bellini. Juan, very controlled, relaxed. Going to find Jason Crowder. Crowder also having a great season at the Aspen Valley Polo Club. That's a pretty ball right there. That ball might lay right on the doorstep for Melissa Ganzi. He's got to come in from right to left. Melly now got to be careful of that near post, but pulls out the putter, no problem. As Maltese Falcon drive for show, putt for dough. They'll get the equalizer here as we click down to 4:11 on the clock, and back to the center we'll go on umpire Dorniak. So we said 3 teams playing this, our first opening tournament here. If you are interested in playing here during our fall season, the Polo School is open, and we do have lessons that are going on. So if you're interested in learning, but if you also want to just come down and hang out in the Florida weather and have some fun, well, we have the Polo On Demand program, and you can go to our websites. You'll see Juan Bellini and Cale Newman's numbers on the website. Nic Roldan's going to try to fire one from 130, and he hits it 10 yards past the goal. So, Polo field, 300 yards long, 160 yards wide. That means 150 yards from the center to the goal. Nick hit that ball a good 140. So Roldan's coming into the season fit and ready to go as usual. And that'll take us to our second courtesy change of the day. And we'll talk a little bit about the tournament here. Last year's Fall Classic, it was NetJets. Congratulations, NetJets. We had the NetJets flight deck at the Aspen Valley Polo Club this summer. They were one of our title sponsors, so a big shout-out to NetJets. Jason Crowder, Leo Mendelbaum, Larry Austin, and Nic Roldan, they led from start to finish, in the final round robin game to defeat Sebucan. And Sebucan always very strong here at the Grand Champions Polo Club with Nick Manifold, Grant Ganzi, Juan Sanchez Elia, and Tommy Biddle. 8-6, Austin. Larry, big shout out to Larry. He was named the MVP, his second MVP honor since returning to play in 2021 after a 10-year break. And I've known Larry a long time. I remember when I was playing and when I was umpiring professionally. And it's great having Larry back at the club. So it was fun seeing Larry last year. Probably see him come down and play a little bit more this season. The Grand Champions Polo Club will be hosting both medium and high goal tournaments. And so if you like watching the high goal, and of course when we talk about low, medium, and high goal, if you're new to the game, it's all based on the handicap system. Everything that's about 8 goal or lower will be low goal. And they'll go to medium goal from 10 goals up to about 16 to 18. And then 20 goals to 26 will take you to your high goal. And, of course, that's the World Polo League, which this is going to be an amazing 2024 this season as we have some very strong teams. On the turnaround, nice turnaround here by Nick. He's got Melly. She's about 60 yards out. Melissa with the one-timer. And that ball is going to roll right down the center. Melissa will get her third of the day, and picking up goals in the first and now 2 in the second. Melissa using the one-timer. That's what she did all summer, as they're applying a lot of pressure to her as she got inside the 60. Melly said, no problem. Just started firing the ball from about the 60-yard line. And between that 40 and 60-yard line was her sweet spot. All players have that sweet spot. Talked a lot of the high goalers I noticed this summer, like Gonzalito Pieres, one of the top players who plays the World Polo League, and Nic Roldan. They like that 80 to 100 yards from goal. You'll see them shoot from those areas. Players use those areas. They practice shooting from those areas. And it makes sense based on the game of polo, how they develop the plays. Now, among the season highlights, of course, we got, we have on December, we got the North American Cup. And we're also going to have the USPA National 20 Goal Championship. We have a doubleheader featuring the legends of Polo, Carlos Casita Memorial, and the International Cup. So you make sure you put all those on. We're going to put, Spain. And undefeated 11-game win streak is going to be on the line for the U.S. for Spain. And they got to watch out because Spain won the FIP this year, and I believe they just won the International FIP. So they're coming in hot. Here we go. We got everybody back on the field. Melissa's out in front, turned around cleanly and controlled by Dorniak. 2:20 on the clock is going to be Pablo. On the gray pony. Pablo now looking to work it down the left side. Looking for Patricio. They're going to have to wait as Nicky turns the corner. Now he's going to fire one down. He's got Melly right in front. That ball might go on its own. Nic Roldan. Yeah, man. As Nick, already I showed you, he tried one from about 130, went just wide to the right. Now he's going to take one from 120. No problem down the center. Actually looked like a pass for Melissa. Melissa in the perfect spot. But no need to help that one as she just escorts it across the line, and Nick will pick up his second goal of the day. So at the moment, Melissa with 3 goals, Nick with 2. That's going to make it 5-3 as we click down to 1:30 on the clock. They'll switch directions once again. Dorniak going to put it in there. Nice little play here by Bellini. Well done, Santos. Taking it out front now. Oh, Tato. He'll override. Pablo comes flying in there, and it'll be Dorniak. Pablo on the gray pony trying to get by Roldan, the 2 number 4s. Now Pablo under the neck, comes off his pony, going to regroup and reshoot, reload, but off to the left side. And they'll tee this one up. 1 minute left here. So the Maltese Falcons, they're going to have an opportunity here as Dorniak getting back. Patricio gets in line, turned around cleanly by Dorniak. Pablo from a standstill is going to lay a pretty ball inside the 60-yard line. Nobody home. Backed up cleanly by Bellini. Bellini looking for Roldan, but backed in by Sugar, and you have your 30-second warning horn. Now, Dorniak on the shot on goal, and just wide to the left, but that is what would my man Jan-Erik Frake say, Sandy? He said that's a Remington. That's a close shave, which you don't do much because you got a big beard on you. You got a long beard, Sandy. He does trim it, but I love it. He used to also work as Santa Claus during the winter season back in the day. I remember that, Sandy. All right, well, that ball's going to go just off to the left side. Now we'll end our second chucker play. So 5-3 after 2. A very close match here. Remember, this is our first leg. The winner will sit, and the runner-up will play their first round against Casablanca with Marc Ganzi, Grant Ganzi, Tomacho Pieres, and Martin Jauregui. Stay with us. I'm Dale Schwetz. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Dale Schwetz here, CTV Sports. Now, remember, everybody, we have the Grand Champ. Well, we have a lot of apps out there. We have CTV Sports app, but we have the Grand Champions Polo Club app. And everybody hear that down here on the sideline? Sandy, you got to pass the stick here. We got the app going. Larry, get the app. Grand Champions Polo Club. Sandy, make sure you get your app. Yep, looks like we're ready to go. Gaston Dorniak, ready to go. But make sure you get the Grand Champions Polo Club app. That will give you all the information you need to know all season. Looks like we're ready to go, Gaston. And just checking on everything. We got everybody back on the field. Nick taking a few pictures and signing a few autographs. But it looks like he's back on the field. But make sure you get the app. Of course, you get on the Android or on Apple. And like I said, I want to be a big shout-out to, we got Damar and Kareem Riser watching from the Work to Ride program. They're watching today. Hey, big shout-out to those guys in Philly. We had a rain out, but we had a great time there and raises them a lot of money for the Work to Ride program. So I want a big shout-out to all of them. But you make sure, because, we're going to be streaming on the app and on YouTube. And, the Facebook says better off checking out everything on the app or on the YouTube. And you get the highest level broadcasting, and you'll be able to see all the games. Just awesome to watch on the app. So check that out, Grand Champions Polo Club. And let us know if you have any questions or any issues about it. Melly, going to goal here. Melissa, in from the right, into the left. Pushes Sugar wide and gets her fourth of the day. Is Melissa going to pick up a goal in the first, two in the second, now in the third. Like I said, if you have any issues and you need to know, you can always send an email to our executive producer, Mike Ferrer, CTV Sports. Also, state of the art. Well, state of the art has always been pretty much a signature phrase for the CTV, Chucker TV, now CTV Sports crew and family. And big shout out to our executive producer, Mike Ferrer. as always taking things to another level. Well, it's going to another level, everybody. So if you do come to town, make sure you let us know, because we have a state-of-the-art studio that went to a whole nother level as last year it was. And I think if you watched a lot of our World Polo League and our 6 goals to 26 goals over 150 broadcasts, you'd understand just what kind of level that this is at, this broadcasting level. So if you are in town, please let us know, and we can get you a tour of our studio and where all the magic happens. Nice little play here by Erskine, as that one's going to go off the pony, though. So Maltese Falcons doing a great job controlling their defensive side. We're going to click down to 4:35, 6-3 here. Bellini looking for Melissa. A little short, turned around by Santos Bellini. Tato. Santos trying to get by his dad. Always a tough job as Juan Bellini. Oh, well done, Juan. He always does that little quick little snap play to get away from the hook. Turned around cleanly now. Erskine from a standstill. Sugar with the worm burner or the daisy cutter. And turned around cleanly by Nic Roldan. And Nick now, he's got room to work, and this could be trouble. Dorniak's going to get back with Melissa. Now Nick's going to unload one, and look at this ball. It's going to go just to the left side. It will perfectly placed for Melissa. Melly now on the move. Ooh, it gets it picked out. That one just popped over a mallet. Turned around cleanly and controlled by Dorniak. Pablo trying to go down the center of it, looking for Patricio or Santos. Cleaned up nicely by Crowder. Jason. Oh, yeah, that's what I like to see. Nic Roldan meets that ball. Then he takes it out of the air. Now he's going to look for Melissa, who's in a good spot here. Melly's going to have to come from left to right. And no chance of gathering up the line there, as Pablo will back it up and get turned around here once again by Bellini. Santos, he'll take a turn on it. Kicked down to 3:05. Now, Nick, once again, Santos tries to take it out of the air, gets a piece of it, just enough to take it into the corner. And I think you might get a courtesy change here. Yeah, as they were running and gunning there for a good 4 minutes. So they'll go ahead and give everyone the opportunity to have our final courtesy change of the first leg of our Fall Classic. And they'll send them off. And we'll be right back to continue the action here. At the moment, Maltese Falcons looking very strong. And so they'll have to, Aspen Valley's going to have to pick it up here in this 2:55. They can get it done, but they got to score quickly, as they will have looks like they're going to have a fair play bowl in here, I believe, for the Aspen Valley team. It looked like Santos Bellini had control. You know, we have the International Cup that happens every year, and we were talking about it earlier, that they're looking for their 12th consecutive win. Last year's International Cup, U.S., they won their 11th, 6-5 win over Switzerland. And Tomas Ruiz Gizazu, what a nice guy, 39 years old. This guy's a super great team. A member of the 22 Swiss national team, was named most valuable player. I want to shout out to all of the Swiss players. They gave it a run for the money. Look at 6-5. They're always very close games, and it's always tough winning here on this U.S. soil. On the move right here, Melissa's going to get another opportunity with 2:30 on the clock. Melly inside the 30. That ball might go on its own. Melissa pulls out the putter and got to go near side. Ooh, that ball was going in as she attempted from the near side on the doorstep, taken out and cleaned up here now by Dorniak. Pablo, and he's going to find Patricio. Patricio, well done. Nice pickup, and he's got Sugarman. Erskine on the done. Sugar. That ball looked like it's right there as Sugar saved it. Remember, it must be 100% out. And Sugar snaps one to the inside, but cleaned up nicely by Nic Roldan. Huge back shot. Nobody home for the Maltese Falcon team. Turn around by Pablo Dorniak. Dorniak's going to slam on the brakes. Met in there by Bellini, and that looks like a clean meet there. Remember, you are allowed to joust and meet a player. You must be on the right-of-way before the player attempts to hit it. Juan Bellini's going to open this one up. He's got the big bay going. He's going to click down to 120. Juan, on the big bay pony. Had the speed, but now picked up and taken out by Aspen Valley, and it's going to be Patricio. Cuckoo taking it forward here. Now Patricio, one more time. He's got room to work. Well done, Patricio. He takes it off to the left side, looking for Bellini. Stolen away and cleaned up here now by Nic Roldan, and the clock ticks down under a minute. With a 3-goal lead, it looks like Maltese Falcons are going to hold on here. Big ball by Roldan, picked up and backed up by Dorniak. And the Maltese Falcons team, they're just going to kind of just let it go here. No need to foul. Just going to play it out. Here comes your 30-second warning horn. So you want to keep going here, though, because these goals could come into play if they get another win against Casa. Dorniak's going to pound one from way out. That ball is going to get backed out by Bellini. 17 seconds. Dorniak still has time. Pablo working hard at it. Now he's got Sugar, and he's got time. Still has time with 10 seconds. Sugar once. Sugar twice. Sugar look for the back shot. Oh, a nice hook in there by Crowder. And they might run out of time. Put your hands together as Maltese Falcons are going to hold on. And they'll take the first leg. So we're going to ask them to sit down for 3 chuckers. And we'll have the Aspen Valley team. They're going to go ahead and stay up. Okay, so Maltese is going to stay up. Okay, thank you, Kale. So we are going to have the Maltese Falcon team. They are going to stay up. And then we'll have Casablanca playing their full 6, and then we'll bring the Aspen Valley team out for the final 3 chuckers, 7 through 9. So 6-3. Nice, good goals here. 4 by Melissa, 2 by Roldan. They led the scoring. And then on the other side, it was Santos Bellini leading the scoring and Sugar. So we'll go ahead and send them off. We're going to go to a little commercial break. We'll get all the teams ready to go, and we'll be back for our second leg. You're watching CTV Sports and the Fall Classic. Okay, welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz. I want to thank everyone for coming out to our first game here. Looks like the Casablanca team is coming out now. So remember, Maltese Falcons, Melissa Ganzi, Jason Crowder, Wambali and Nic Roldan, Casablanca coming out with Marc Ganzi, the Cobra, Grant Ganzi, Tomacho Pieres, and Martin Jauregui. Now remember, they are carrying the scores over. I do apologize. I forgot to bring that up at the beginning of the game. With our round-robin setup, we're going to carry these scores over to Sunday. So a team that gets beat today, they can come back and be in control on Sunday. So that's a big part. So that's why we got the Maltese Falcons playing against Casablanca here today. But remember, so keep those scores. They are going to carry them over, and it's going to be a big day on Sunday. So make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. Gaston Dorniak's got them all on the field. So we'll get ready for our second leg. Once again, thank you for tuning in to CTV Sports. Remember, get the Grand Champions Polo Club app. It is ready to go. It looks like Casablanca is here to go. And, man, I am happy to say welcome Marc Ganzi, the Cobra. Welcome Double G, Grant Ganzi. Welcome back Tomacho Pieres. And welcome back Martin Jauregui. I miss you guys. What a summer they had in Aspen. You know those names. If you watch CTV Sports, this is a very solid team, Casablanca, but they need to come out and score some goals because at the moment, the Maltese Falcons team, they are in control, winning 6-3. But that Aspen Valley team, they'll come back. So they'll have a chance as that Aspen Valley team. They're going to play the final three chuckers. So right now, we have three chuckers against Casablanca and the Maltese Falcons. And here we go. It's going to be the Cobra. Marc getting his first couple touches of the day. Remember now, Casablanca, this is their first chucker. So they're going to try to get in a groove, try to get that rhythm going. Maltese Falcons already in a groove. Grant Ganzi trying to get the hook there, but Nic's going to find Melissa Ganzi. Will that stay on the field? If it is, Melly will have an opportunity here. Looks like, look at the Cobra going back into the goal to try to hide. Look at that. He's going to go in there and play like a hockey goalie. Marc now on Melly. And Melly's going to sneak it behind Marc, though, and get the high flag. Yeah, put your hands together, Melissa Ganzi. And I like the thought process there, though, by Marc Ganzi to actually go into the goal, stay on his side, and then he actually has the opportunity to meet that play. So good thinking there by the Cobra, but Melissa, with a nice little pop shot, sneaks it by him and picks up her 5th goal of the day, first goal here in our second leg. And that goes for Melissa. I believe Tomacho and Martine, I believe they just got off an airplane because I know they were in Argentina. So they went from Aspen to Argentina. So it's good to see them back here for our fall season. As, of course, everybody knows, the Argentine Open is going on in Hurlingham at the moment. There's a lot of polo being played there. And a lot of the players that play in that league also play in the World Polo League. You watch them play all winter long. Melissa on the black pony, but here comes Mark coming in hot. Melly's going to have to open it up here. Melly does. Nice play, Melly, keeping it moving. Melissa right there on the doorstep, and it's going to be picked up and taken out by Jauregui. Martine with his first shot of the fall season. He'll find the Cobra. It looks like the Ganzi boys are teaming up here. Grant Ganzi going forward. Double G on the move. Ganzi, everybody on the move. Good to see you guys. And look at this, Grant. What a nice pickup by Grant. Will that ball stay on the field? If so, Grant's going to have the opportunity once. And a nice little tap shot and a great goal there by Grant Ganzi. Double G on the move. And the Ganzi boys connect there. And started with Jauregui. He finds the Cobra. The Cobra finds Double G. And that's all they needed to get their first goal of this second leg. Make it a 1-1 as we click down to 3:40. We might get a courtesy change here. We'll see what they decide. As the umpire will always ask the players if they want one. And if not, they'll go ahead and keep playing. Looks like they're going to keep it moving. And it's going to be picked up. It'll be Tomacho Pieres. Pieres with his first pickup of the day. He's going to find Martine, and this guy can hit a ball as deep as you can hit it on the polo field. This ball might go on its own. Martine Jauregui. And look at that. It's got to be inches. Right on the line. Nice play, good composure by Juan Bellini. He held it up there, took his time, waited for Roldan to get in a good spot, and then he opened this one up. Looking for Melissa now. They're going to click under 3 minutes, backed up cleanly by Tomacho, and now it'll be Martine. Jauregui working this one down. Into the right side. He's going to fire another one. Why not? You try once, you might as well go for a second time. But that ball will go just wide. And they'll line up for a knock-in. And looks like you might get a courtesy change now with 2:34 on the clock. And so they'll go ahead and use our courtesy change right here. And as we were talking about it, we were talking about the International Cup that's going on, and this is great, man. It's a lot of fun. You know, since 2012, the U.S. has beaten England, Chile, Mexico, South Africa, Uruguay, Brazil, Azerbaijan, France, Argentina twice, Switzerland in the annual battle for the coveted cup, unbeaten. Now, don't get me wrong, because I've actually been in the middle of a few of these games, not just announcing the games. It's a spectacular day. Also, giving love to Carlos Garcia and the whole Garcia family, and for his memorial. They combined the day. But the International Cup, these teams come in, and it is a very tough cup for the opposing teams. They come in, they have to play on borrowed horses, which is always a little tough. But they have the opportunity to ride those horses, pick the horses that fit each player, pretty similar to the way that they run the FIP. And I myself had the opportunity to play in 2 FIP. I played for the U.S. team when I was 2 goals, and had the opportunity to captain the team when I was 5 goals. And I played in Santiago, Chile my first time, and I played in Melbourne, Australia the second time I played. And I got to tell you, it was one of the 2 of the toughest tournaments I had ever played in. And again, you're riding different horses. You need to get those horses lined out for your teams. It does give a little bit of an advantage to the home team, the U.S. team. But if you look at the scores on these games, they've been very close across the board. But I got to tell you, it's just great seeing all these different countries come in. The energy that it brings. Marc Ganzi, they love this part of the game of polo. And that's why they have it at our clubs here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, our sister club, and the Grand Champions Polo Club. But to see these teams come in and play and just compete, and it's a lot of fun. You need to keep this or put this on your map, as that is a benefit also. So make sure you get your tickets early for this. There's a great party for that, which is involved in the benefit tickets at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. You get to meet the players, get up close and personal. It is a go-to event of the fall season. So make sure you check that out and get your tickets early. They'll be you can go to the Grand Champions Polo Club, gcpolo.com, and then you can get everything lined out. So big ball right here, as with 2 minutes. Oh, a little bit of a mishit from Martin, but no problem, as Tomacho Pieres in a perfect spot. Pieres, this guy, he had one of the most strongest seasons in the World Polo League last year playing for Casablanca. Just played at a high level, Tomacho Pieres, and then carried that into Aspen. So good to see him back here for the fall season. And keep an eye on him, because you'll see a number of these players playing in the World Polo League this year. Of course, the World Polo League, highest polo in North America, anywhere besides Argentina, at 26 goals. On the move right here, Melissa's going to get out in front, but it looks like the Cobra's going to come in there and take it out on the near side. Keep your eye on Mark. He's going to open this one up. Here we go. Everybody on the sideline. This is what we want to see. Ganzi against Bellini. Can Mark keep it on the field? Yes, he does nicely. That ball's going to stay there. Well done by Double G, Grant Ganzi. The Ganzi boys working well together here as they take it over center. Now it's going to get backed out of there cleanly. Oh, Grant tried to hit that one to Miami. Almost got a piece of it. It sneaks through. Bellini now looking for Melissa. 42 seconds on the clock. Here comes Maltese Falcons. Bellini will override. Martin's going to have an opportunity to turn it up. Now Martin. But look at Bellini coming back. He can't make a play here. Jauregui's going to hammer one down. That's what you need. Look at this. Grant Ganzi on the move. 22 seconds on the clock. Double G with the drag right in front of goal. Look for the finish. Yeah, there you go. Casablanca is going to finish strong. And what a pass there by Martin Jauregui. Welcome back, Martin, my brother. That's the way you get it done in the last 30 seconds. They'll take a 1-goal lead here, but this should be a fun 3 chuckers between Casablanca and the Maltese Falcons. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, everybody. Here we go, Gaston Dorniak. Looks like we got everybody back on the field. And, of course, we have royalty in the house, as Ruben Gracita has made it here. Good to see you, Ruby Doo, as always. Ruben Gracita, one of our regulars here. And, well, I was just talking about Carlos and we have the memorial for him, Ruben.
Yes. Well, I don't know what to say right now. You probably said everything, but I'll let you play with the game, and then I'll talk to you about it.
Perfect. So we always give Ruben. Ruben always comes. I love you, Ruby. I always like putting him on the spot, but Ruben always. Well, I always say without Ruben Gracita, the Gracitas might have named here in America. You were the man. Ruben, you're also a big part of my life because you put me on one of my first Mexican thoroughbreds, and she taught me a lot. So back in the day, we love you, Ruben. So the Gracita family as always. But here we go. It's back to the action here as we have a second chucker of our second leg. 2-1. Melissa on the move. Melly. Mel's going to take a nice stroke right there, Melissa. That's the one you want. Perfect timing. Nice and clean. And picks that one up to get the equalizer to make it 2-2 here in our second chucker of our second leg. So be our fifth chucker of the day. Remember, the three teams playing, the scores are carrying over. So you need to keep playing. And Aspen Valley, they scored 3 in their first 3 chuckers. Maltese Falcons scored 6. And now they have 2 more from Melissa. And at the moment, Casablanca with 2, but they'll carry these scores over into Sunday. So every chucker counts, every moment. You need to keep moving. It's going to be Nic Roldan for Maltese Falcon. Nick trying to take it forward. He'll override. And he'll leave it now for Tomacho Pieres with the control plate. Tomacho going to find Jauregui. Well, Crowder leaning way out there. Now Nick tries to get a piece of it. Everybody going for the offside, the near side, the right side of the horse, of course, the offside, the left side, the near side. Roldan. Nick from a standstill looking for Melissa. Play in the middle of the field, though, is going to be Tomacho Pieres, and he's got Marc Ganzi coming forward. Cobra, oh, good pickup here. I love this little bay pony. Marc Ganzi back to the inside. Nobody can make a play on him here. Nice little plays. That one gets popped out to Jauregui. Now Martine's got Grant going forward. Casablanca on the move. There's the pass. Look for number 2. It's going to be Grant Ganzi now. Ganzi's going to drag it. Oh, just a little bad luck there as Grant scored at the end of the first chucker right down in that goal. So a nice play there by Casablanca. Little bad luck around the 60. Turned around now and controlled by Roldan. Nick's going to powder one. When I say powder one, 120 in the air is going to roll to 140. Melissa now has got to keep it out in front of Grant. Mark now. Mark, look at a shot on goal by Melly. That might go by itself. Melissa right on the doorstep. And Mark's going to turn around. And here comes double. Looked like Mark. Whistle on the play. As he's going to get called on the turn call. Mark taking it out there. It looked like a 2-stride difference. So turning is the call as Mark. Melissa takes a shot from way out. The ball landed right on the doorstep. Then Melissa, she actually put the afterburners on there at the end to kind of make the window look a little closer there. So that'll push us to our Kersey change, and they're going to go ahead and use the Kersey change here with 3:48 on the clock, 2-2. We're going to go ahead and get our Kersey change here in the second chucker of our second leg. And they're going to go ahead and take this shot. I think they'll probably keep it moving, and they are. So while they're changing, there will be a penalty 2 there. And Wambolini will get his first goal today. And well done, Melissa, catching Mark on the turn. And right there, well, you're talking 2.5 strides. And that's what the ball's played on, 2.5 strides. Mark said, I thought I was out the door there. Ganzi said, I was ready to move. And I like Mark going for it there. And that's about as close as you're going to get there on it, so I like the call. And, of course, that open goal penalty put him up 3-2. So 1 goal difference with 3:32 on the clock. Looks like we have a few players using the courtesy change here. Lovely day in southern Florida. And, of course, we're just coming out of the rainy season. And so we fields are drying up, look great for our fall season. Nick taking a few pictures again, signed a few autographs. You got lots of autograph signing today. We might have to set up a booth for Nick. Phil says, I'll work it. You go over there. They take him. Might be fun working a booth there. Ruben said, I'll work one for Nick also. That'd be cool. All right, so we're going to take it around. Picked up here and controlled by Roldan with 3:20 on the clock. Nick on the big chestnut pony. Oh, well done, Cobra. Mark's going to get over there, makes a nice little play, a neutral play. His horse kicks it back to Tomacho. Tomacho and Jauregui on the move. Martin, Tomacho says, I got it. Fall into the rumble. See Martin. Now look at this shot here by Tomacho Pieres. That ball's going to go just off to the right, but well hit by the number 3 for Casablanca. And that will keep our score 3-2, and they'll set them up for a knock-in for the Maltese Falcons team. Little rotation going on here by Casablanca. Looks like the Cobra's going to go to back now. They're going to push Martin up. So you see that. Now you're going to see, sometimes on the other side you'll see that. Melissa's staying out in front at the moment here for the Maltese Falcons, but you'll see Melly switch to the back too. They change it up through the games. You never know what play you'll see. But in this case, Mark says, I got the horsepower, guys, and we're using the courtesy change, so let's let them run. Oh, yeah, I like it. Double G on the far side. Well done, Bellini on the hook. He'll slow the attack down and bring it back to the center. One-timer, looking for Nick, and here comes Mark. Mark's going to apply the pressure. Nick now trying to get around the Cobra. Cobra's there on the defense. Now Nick, gets a little help from the bald-faced chestnut. Cobra with the back shot. That's going to work out well. Now the 1-2-3 combination. Here comes Grant Ganzi. Grant. He's going to get out there. Bellini's got to give him one more play. Is Bellini taking up his side. And it's about as close as you can get right there. But Juan Bellini, Secretary of Defense, former 8-goal player, no problem. Now he'll slam on the brakes, also riding a bald-faced chestnut. He's going to slow it down, come back to the center. And now both teams kind of playing a little bit of a cat and mouse here, looking for an open space. Jauregui, Martin, shot from goal from the 60. I don't know if it has the legs. He's not going to need it. Oh, it bounces off the pony, and bad luck for Casablanca as we click down under a minute. As Martin, right there at the 40, he'd love to get that one back. Bounces off Bellini's pony, and we're going to get one more run here for the Maltese Falcons. Here they come. It's going to be Roldan, Nick. Tomacho's going to apply the pressure. Now Nick, will it stay on the field? And, that ball's just going to trickle out of bounds. And with 30 seconds left, that's going to end it right there. Put your hands together, everybody, for both these teams. We'll start the final chukker between these teams with a possession right here in front of us for that ball rolled out of bounds. So Casablanca will have the edge going into our 6th chukker of the day, our 3rd chukker of the second leg. We'll get a good look at all the players as they ride off, and stay with us, because when we return, we are going to have them right here in front of our center camera. We're on CTV Sports. All right, welcome back to CTV Sports. Here they are right here in front of us, everybody. Great look here at the Cobra. Marc Ganzi, Dorniak, Gaston, our mount official, Greg Ganzi, Double G, Tomacho Pieres in the green helmet, Martin Jauregui, who's in range here. Bellini's going to go deep here. Looks like Crowder's going deep also. Melly and Nick in the middle. So this is going to be a change of possession, a cop on the pitch, a COP on the pitch, a change of possession. Here comes Martin. Martin gets a pass right to Grant Ganzi. That's going to work out. Grant Ganzi going to sneak it away from Nic Roldan. And Grant trying to keep it out in front of Nick one more time. Double G on the move. Grant Ganzi. And just a little bad luck as that ball's going to go just out of bounds on the left side. So that'll keep the score 3-2. Remember, 2 goals by Melissa and 1 by Juan Bellini on the penalty 2. That's where they get their 3 goals. And then 2 goals by Grant Ganzi in the first chukker of our second leg, which are our 4th chukker of the day. Aspen Valley getting ready down in the 10th. They will play the final 3 chukkers against Casablanca. So, now, Maltese Falcons, they want to keep moving here. Here they go. Nice turn in there by Tomacho Pieres. Tomacho now, we got a foot race. Tomacho is going to try to keep it out in front of Nick and Juan. Tomacho with the approach shot inside the 60. Look for the finish. Tomachito. And Tomacho will get the finish and the high flag. Get his first goal of the day. And more importantly, the equalizer as they click down to 5:35. So a very close match here between Casablanca and the Maltese Falcons. Remember, these scores are carrying over into Sunday. So that will definitely give the Aspen Valley team an opportunity to come back strong in the final 3 chukkers. So you don't want to miss those final 3 chukkers against Casa. And also, Maltese Falcons, they want to keep the rhythm going here. Roldan's trying to escape away from the Cobra. They come together right there. Nick shuts it down. Shot on goal. He's going to pull the trigger. Put that one into the Everglades. That ball looked like going over to the far side, over by the scoreboard, yeah. And that ball, well hit, but off to the left side. And we'll have another knock-in, and it'll be Jauregui. Martin. Can't talk about this guy enough, man. He was fun to watch play this summer. And you can go back to the CTV Sports app, and you can see some of our games from the summer, the Aspen Valley Polo Club. And, of course, don't forget about the Grand Champions Polo Club app. On the move is going to be Marc Ganzi. Cobra on the chestnut. Good ball control. Mark keeping it out front. Now the shot on goal. That ball's got eyes. Oh, man, that ball hit the ground and spun out to the left because that ball looked like it was going in, and then it hit the ground and kind of had like a weird spin on it, but it bounces off to the left, and Maltese Falcons are going to dodge a bullet. So 3-3, that'll keep the score as we go to our courtesy change with 3:56 on the clock. Of course, our Grand Champion Polo Club Fall Invitational League is geared towards improving players' polo skills. And I have one of our polo school players back here, Phil, and he'll give me a hallelujah on that. I know that. And he had the opportunity to have some lessons and also play in some of our as we say, our practice league that gets your ability up. We got to play with some great players this summer. You can go to his Instagram and check that out. So a lot of fun seeing them down here. And, of course, the polo school is in session. So if you want to have a lesson, make sure you go to our website. You'll see Cale Newman and Juan Bellini's numbers on there. You can get in touch with either one of them, and they'll set you up. Also the ability to raise the four-legged athletes level. That's a big part of what we do in the fall season. You see, a lot of the players will play some young horses or some older horses or some horses that have been out for a while and needed to be brought up and need a little time. So it's a great time to do that. The roster lineup change from tournament to tournament. We love that because it brings a great camaraderie in the club, and also you have the opportunity to play with different people, and so we find that that's a great way to do it. We got to interview Cale Newman about that. He said his sponsors enjoyed playing with different players. The pros enjoyed playing with different pros. It's just a great way to learn and play the game with pro and amateur players. It also is a great opportunity to prepare for the winter season. And highlights of that will be the 26th Gold World Polo League, now entering its sixth season. And we are happy about that. That should be a lot of fun. On the move right here, on the knock-in, picked up here and controlled. And a brilliant back shot there by Ganzi, perfectly across the field. Nice angle for Jauregui. Now Martin, he'll work it down. Looking for a pass down to Ganzi. That'll be Grant. He cannot make a play, so they leave it. It gets turned upfield and controlled by Roldan. Nick's got Jauregui now to deal with. Now stolen away, and I like this play by Grant Ganzi as he saw that Nic had his eye on Jauregui, so he took advantage of it. Now he's going to snap one across the field, and he's got nobody but Casablanca players here. So going to be his father, Marc. He's going to turk it down, slow it down, take it to the inside. He's got Tomacho in the rumble seat. Now, Roldan will come in, make a defensive play, leave it for Bellini, and that's good D. Nobody home here as Grant Ganzi will turn it around and control it. Grant's going to sneak by one player, but well done, Juan Bellini, but stolen away by Tomacho. Pieres has a shot on goal. It bounces out. How does he do it? Nic's going to take it out of the air. A brilliant play. And now he's got Melly out in front. Melly's in a good spot, but she's got Marc coming on. Melly, she'll override. And it'll get turned around here by Jauregui. Martin. 2:10 on the clock. 3-3 here in our third and final chukker. Maltese Falcons against Casablanca. 4 Maltese Falcons in the red. Nic. Roldan gonna pepper one, and he's got Melly in a good spot. Melly gonna have to go from right to left here. We click down under 2 minutes. She'll control though. Marc's gonna come in here, apply the pressure. Look at this. They got. Melly's gonna go for Nic. He's got her going forward. Well done, Melly, on the give and go to Roldan, and the high flag finish, and that is a brilliant play by the team in red as Melissa taking her time, shutting it down, and a good read there by Nic Roldan to go forward. Melissa, all she had to do was give that 20-yard shot to Nic on the move, and that'll give them a 1-goal lead here. And we'll be about at 1 minute by the time they get this ball bowled in here. So Casablanca, they'll have time to try to get the equalizer. That ball's going to go all the way through, picked up by Tomacho Pieres. Tomacho, he's got the Cobra. Just a little bit off to the right. Bad luck. Martin tries to steal it away. Turned up quickly by Roldan. He's got Melissa out in front now. There's the bomb. Now Melissa, but here comes Marc. Melissa keeping an eye on him here. Checking her shoulder one time. She's got the ball on the offside. Now she'll move it down the field a good 30, 40 yards. Marc's going to have the opportunity to run a turn. And here you go. This should be fun. 30 seconds left here in our third and final chukker of this Casablanca Maltese Falcons game. Here comes Casablanca. Martin, he's got the bomb. Now you got double G, and you got, looks like Bellini, though, in zone position. Bellini under the neck with it. He'll clean it up, and he'll take it into the corner, and the clock goes tick, 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 as that ball's going to go ahead and get controlled, and that'll run it out right there. Well done to Maltese Falcons. They're going to go ahead with the 1-goal lead here. 4-3. And that'll end our second leg. Put your hand together, everybody, here at the field, as we're going to go ahead and send them off. And when we return, we'll have Aspen Valley with Santos Bellini, Tomacho Pieres, Sugar Erskine, and Pablo Dorniak coming up against Casablanca. Stay with us. We'll be right back on CTV Sports. Three chuckers of the afternoon. I want to thank everybody once again for coming out to our first game of the fall season. And if you're joining us on CTV Sports, say thank you. Let's go through it again. We have Aspen Valley, and they're in the blue. So I'll go ahead and on the blue Aspen Valley team, the Aspen Valley colors are always that beautiful powder blue. And if you see the Aspen Valley logo for the Aspen Valley Polo Club.com, I was talking about it all day today. Santos Bellini playing in number 1. Patricio Paz playing in number 2. Tuku. And then we have Sugar Erskine playing the 3 today. And then Pablo Dorniak playing the number 4. This is Pablo right here. And, of course, his older brother is Gaston Dorniak, our top umpire here at the Grand Champions and Aspen Valley Polo Club and around the world. So I got to give him love there. And this is his brother right here. And they are polo players, trust me. Their father actually, I believe, Memo won the Open, didn't with Gaston's father, I believe so. I got Ruben Gracita sitting here in the VIP box today, and Memo Gracita actually won the Argentine Open with Gaston and Pablo's father. Cacho Merlos and Frankie Dorniak, cool. And there's some history for you right there, and a shout out to Memo, as of course, as you say, the king. Or what we call him, the king. I had to make sure I kneeled down when I went to play. When I played the king, I love playing with Memo. So, but here we go. This is let's get back to the action here. 5:45 on the clock, and remember, we had the Casablanca team. They scored 3 goals in their first leg against the Maltese Falcons. And the Maltese Falcons scored 4. And also, Aspen Valley scored 3 goals. So this should be a very good matchup here. We'll go back to the Casablanca team with Marc Ganzi, Grant Ganzi, Tomacho Pieres, and Martin Jauregui. And so, remember, the scores are carrying over. Grant Ganzi right in front of goal, and Double G will pick up another goal. And he has been the goal scorer for Casablanca and the ambassador of the Casablanca brand. And he is an amazing ambassador for the brand. And, of course, if you do make it over to the amazing CTV Sports Studio, well, you'll be able to see some Casablanca art, I call it, but it's has a lot more to do than art. But you'll see it there if you go there, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. You need to go and check it out and meet the CTV Sports family over there in Wellington, Florida. 1-0 here as we click down to 4:30. It's going to be Sugar, man. Erskine. Sugar now. Looking for Dorniak going forward, and this is a little bit of a different play as they're using Pablo running forward here. Now, it looks like Jauregui's going to sneak away there, and he gets out just in front of Erskine. You can see Sugar had his mount up there, but he's about 3 strides out. That's too far. So a good non-call by our mounted official, but they'll turn it around, and then we get a whistle on the play. So very clean first 6 chuckers between Maltese Falcons and Aspen Valley, and then Maltese Falcons and Casa. And also only really 1 open goal penalty. So very clean start to the fall season here in the Fall Classic. We're going to get a timeout here. I'm going to make sure Grant's okay. Ganzi. 4:05 on the clock, to be precise. You know, all the tournaments here at the Aspen Valley Polo Club, well, they attract all kinds of players, including from all different places around the world, including Argentina, Brazil, Canada, Chile, Ecuador, Uruguay, San Salvador, England, of course, France, India, Mexico, Azerbaijan, New Zealand, Nigeria. It's all coming into this amazing area known as Wellington, Florida, known as the winter polo capital of the world, and I guess known as the winter equestrian, because among jumping and dressage, polo is just one of the disciplines that is performed here on these beautiful 4-legged athletes that we call polo ponies, but of course they are horses, and 9 out of 10 thoroughbreds. But these days These beautiful animals are bred just for the game. Back in the day, of course, you used to use a lot of different horses, a lot of horses from the racetrack. But now these days, most of them are being bred. And the Santa Rita breeding operation is in effect, of course, in Ocala, Florida, and here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. And as we said earlier, the fall season, a great place to bring those young, phenomenal four-legged athletes on. Back to the action here. We got them on the far side. It's going to be Marc Ganzi looking for Jauregui going forward. Backed up cleanly by Dorniak. Dorniak getting a lot of hit touches today. Stolen away, though, cleanly by the Cobra. Patricio's going to put a rub on here. Pause. But here comes Marc Ganzi. That one goes off into the corner. Can Marc keep it alive? It looks like he's going to get there in time. He'll open it up. Oh, that's a little different play. And it looks like, yeah, well read there by Casablanca, as they're going to go ahead and get the right-of-way violation there. As Marc Ganzi's going to open that ball up from the left side over to the center, right to Tomacho Pieres. Tomacho is going to meet that ball, and he's going to get the right-of-way violation. Now, remember the right-of-way? Very easy to understand. We are going to get an open goal penalty 3. But just like when you're driving a car down the highway, you got to remember you cannot impede the horses or animals or cars driving down the highway. It's similar on the polo field. The ball will dictate the direction of the highway. And in this case, Marc had that highway running into the corner, and then he opened that ball back up to the center. And Tomacho Pieres had the lesser angle to one of the Aspen Valley players. And that ball was inside the 60-yard line, so they're going to move it over to the 30-yard line, or actually the 40-yard line, for an open goal penalty 3. The 30-yard line will be an open goal penalty 2. These are undefended, one hit, one swing. Now Grant Ganzi. Grant. And, just off to the right side. Looked like he hit that ball pretty well. Nice ball up in the air. Actually over the head of everybody if they were blocking that one on a 60. But on forward, so they're going to dodge a bullet. Just a little bit off to the right side there. And as you can see, all of our goal judges behind the goals in the day glow colors. That way it's easy to see them so the players can see our goal judges. They wave that flag high in the air when the ball goes between the posts. They'll wave the low flag when it goes wide. And then they line those balls up on the end line when the ball goes wide for the knock-in. And they do a phenomenal job here. They also wear helmets for safety. A little trouble there. That ball actually bounced off a divot. Grant had to go for a kind of a weird shot there. Not an easy one. Left in there for Jauregui, though. That one's going to bounce off of Tomacho Pieres. And I think Tomacho's going to get his own ball here. Now they all come together. Sugar's going to win that one. That one gets picked up now by Marc Ganzi. Little bit of a melee here in the middle of the field. Stolen away by Erskine. Sugarman under the neck. Erskine will slow it down. He's got Dorniak in the rumble seat. Round and round they go. When they stop, nobody knows. And here comes Sugar. Coming out the backside of there faster than he went into the turn. Nice play by Grant. Stolen away by Dorniak. Pablo now is going to work it inside the 60. Look at this play by Jauregui. Now the ride-off. Loose ball play. And now Dorniak would not give up. Pablo Dorniak with what an effort there by Pablo to get the equalizer here in our first chukker in our third leg, our seventh chukker of the day. And that'll make it 1-1 as we come back to the center. Dorniak, what an effort there by Pablo. Working it out. I guess you're going to get a courtesy change here with 1 minute. Or are they going to let it play out? Now they're going to stop. They're going to stop there, just under a minute. So 59 seconds. So time for one of these teams to actually score here. You win the bowl-in and get the offensive attack, and we see a lot of goals scored out of the bowl-in. So there will be an opportunity for one of these teams to try to take another lead. But I have a idea that it's going to be a tough one. So it's going to go back and forth. Remember also our fall league features the stick and ball sessions during the week, 2 medium goal tournaments every weekend. We have, of course, our ambulance and paramedics always on the scene, USPA umpires, professional umpires, top-level umpires from all around the world. So, and, of course, world-class fields. A lot of fun in the fall league. Here we go. Back here, we got Dorniak back as the clock ticking down now, and it's going to be, again, Pablo working hard here. Dorniak looking to go down the center with it. Grant Ganzi. Grant, good steal right here. You're going to get your warning horn in 5 seconds. They're going to have time here. Grant, oh, that's a pretty ball here by Grant Ganzi. He's going to get his father going forward. Mark, Cobra, oh, well done, Cobra. But here comes Pablo Dorniak. Mark now, there's the layup. Mark going to take it inside for the finish. And just off to the right side, but a nice attack and a great run there by Casablanca, showing you just how quick you can go coast to coast. That was an easy 10-second run. That'll keep it 1-1 here in our 7th chukker. We'll go into our 8th, our 2nd chukker of our 3rd leg. Stay with us. We'll be right back. All right. Looks like we're ready to go here, Gaston. So we got them lined up. And here we go. So 2nd chukker of our 3rd leg. And so it's been a good one here. Been a pretty close game, back and forth, 1-1. And just 2 evenly matched teams. But remember, the scores are carrying over to Sunday. So that's going to make a big difference because these teams are going to know each other a little bit better. Remember, we switch the teams up weekly. So that's going to make it's going to be a big day on Sunday. So you don't want to miss that. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, ctvsports.tv. Here we go. Nice play in there by Dorniak because the Cobra was actually gone. I don't think Mark saw him coming because I know the Cobra would have taken that one a little bit more in the front. Sugar with the 1-2, a little bit too short, picked up here by Mark now. He's got time right here, and Tomacho says, play the ball, Mark, you got it. Martin's going to fall into the rumble seat, and they're going to line out nicely as Casablanca. Look at this bay pony of Marc Ganzi's running the far side. What a beautiful animal this one is. Takes it into the corner. Now Grant Ganzi's going to get in line. Pablo makes a swipe at it, and he'll control it. Dorniak slows it down, brings it back to the center. Loose ball play. Looking for a blue jersey, but turned around by Jauregui. Martin, always in range. Watch out for Martin Jauregui, because when this guy hits the ball, he peppers it, but off to the right side. So Casablanca getting some shots on goal here, just not getting it between the 8 yards at 24 feet from post to post. A little difficult. Both teams, but strong defense by both teams here in this final three chuckers also. Dorniak not getting the shot he wants there. Turned around nicely here by Tomacho Pieres. He's got the Ganzis out in front. Tomacho, though, from 80 yards out. That ball's got eyes all day long and a high flag as Tomacho Pieres will pick up his second goal of the day, first goal of the third leg, and well played there by Casablanca. Just a little bad luck there for Pablo Dorniak. Dorniak went for the back shot, didn't get the distance he wanted. Tomacho, very composed, stayed control. The Ganzis went forward. Tomacho waited for everybody to clear and then used it perfectly right down the center to make it 2-1 as we click down to 4:10 on the clock. Now picked up by Patricio. Good run here by Patricio. He's going to take it forward. Turned around off the pony right there. Ganzi's got room to work here. Mark, good ball control. Well done, Cobra's going to work it right down the line here. Offside, near side, no problem. Mark. Well done, Marc Ganzi. He's got this one moving, and the Bay Pony giving him everything he's got. Can Dorniak get there? Yes, he does, as he puts out one. They come now down the center. Good pickup here by Grant Ganzi. Grant with the touch. And on the end line, it's just taken out. We get a whistle on the play as everybody was flying down into the corner there. And so they're going to take a look at this one. All right, there you go. So we get a little conversation going there. And we do have our courtesy change going on, but we will have a foul, right-away violation. And a player leaving the field there. That ball coming across the field from Grant Ganzi. And probably going for it there. But going to get caught on the right-of-way violation. And that'll send us into our courtesy change here in our 8th chukker. Remember, okay, about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we will be talking about breast cancer awareness all month long. So please get behind the cause, support the cause, as it's the annual campaign to increase the awareness of the disease. The mission, of course, to help those affected by breast cancer through early detection, education, and support services. We talked about Melissa Ganzi, the president of the Grand Champions Polo Club. She was diagnosed in 2020, and she beat it. All right, so that ball is going to be a goal. And we'll check on it. Okay, so we're going to go with Jauregui. I'm sorry, they were changing ponies there. So Martin went ahead and took the penalty too. So Martin Jauregui will pick up his first goal of the day. And now look at this, Casablanca. Everybody's scoring goals. Well, the Cobra actually got the foul, so he's next in line. But the Cobra has been going. But again, 3-1 here. So let's see Dorniak, Pablo. Going to take this one down, across, and turn around. And Jauregui, man, he is so strong with the man when you try to get by him. He's always in there fighting. Loose ball play here, backed up cleanly by Marc Ganzi. Mark. Now it's going to be handled and controlled. Jauregui's got room to work here. And what a play here by Patricio. Well done. Paz taking it out of the air. That ball is moving about 120 miles an hour. But they're going to keep it moving, Casablanca. Oh, Tomacho. That ball bounces off the helmet of Dorniak. But Dorniak says no problem. Goes ahead, keeps it going, and here we go. There's going to be Patricio Paz, and he's on the move, and I like the Bay Pony as they get it going, though. But Mark's got about 3 legs on him. He's going to slow it down a little bit. Open back shot. Nobody home for Casa. Picked up cleanly by Aspen Valley, and here comes Dorniak. Pablo Dorniak with the shot on goal. Pablo just wide to the left. But Dorniak, once again, working very hard today. And as I said, getting a lot of touches on the polo ball. But again, another knock in here for Casablanca. Casablanca knocking in a lot here in this final 3 chuckers. Remember, every knock in is a missed goal. All right, on the move. Nice pick up here by the Cobra. Mark, well done. Going to keep it moving. Oh, good control here, and I like this one. Liver Chestnut running nicely for him. He's going to slow it down here. Gets a piece of it inside the 60, but he'll slow it down, and he'll leave it for Pablo. Why not? He's touched it all day. Pablo on the gray pony. Does he have the power to get there? Grant Ganzi. Well done, Double G. That's a nice back shot as he's got Tomacho Pieres going forward. That's how you turn the defense into offense. Tomacho Pieres, Tomacho Pieres, Tomacho, and the finish, and that is a perfect back shot by Grant Ganzi. Turn the defense into offense. The ball moves faster than the horse can run. That's just a great play by Casablanca, using each other perfectly, playing each other for the hit, not waiting. Tomacho was already on the move when Grant's mallet was in the air coming down towards the ball. That's when your team is clicking. That's when your team is flowing well, and it shows with a 4-1 score. They're going to get one more bowling here, though. And it's going to be picked up here by Patricio Paz. Well done, Patricio. Gets it moving forward, and it'll be Pablo. Dorniak. Good ball control. Dorniak working so hard. Now the shot on goal. That ball's got eyes. But look at the defense by Martin Jauregui. Higher level D right there as he stops the ball, then cleans it up on the next shot. Turned around cleanly, though, by Erskine. Sugar Man now. Sugar still keeping it going. Right around there, and that will end it right there. So 4-1, one more chucker left. Stay with us for our 9th chucker, our 3rd chucker of our 3rd leg. You want to stay with us for our final chucker, and we'll be back for the Fall Classic. right, here we go, everybody. Ninth chucker. And 4-1. Now remember, if you want to come to play polo, remember the Polo School, 501c3 organization, standalone USPA club, dedicated to teaching polo to all ages, particularly grassroots youth, and but we teach to everybody. So just come on down. Its mission is to provide individual opportunities in polo at every economic, and we are ready to go, Gaston Dorniak, here for our final chucker. And just getting Gaston lined out there. The Polo School operates in Wellington January through June and October through November. As we're going right up now, of course, it's in session. And for more information, you can go to the websites or apps, and you'll see Juan Bellini and Cale Newman's name there and their numbers, and they'll get you set up. Grand Champions Polo Club, located at 1344 Southfield Road in Wellington, Florida. So, oh man, that was a great opportunity for the Aspen Valley team. But Casablanca staying very composed once again, and that ball goes just wide. And I guess you have a foul on the play. Okay, so a foul, which will go in favor of the Aspen Valley team, and Dorniak going to get the opportunity. And thank you, Ruben. And so they're going to go ahead and get another goal here to get it within 2 goals with over 6 minutes left by the time we get to the center. So this is what Aspen Valley needed. They want to keep the energy up here, try to keep it rolling in this final chucker. Dorniak. Gaston, he'll give that ball back to him, and his little brother. Ooh, he almost had it, but Jauregui, as I told you, very tough on defense. Santos Bellini will override. Loose ball play, picked up now by Jauregui. Look at this ball by Martin, and that ball's going to carry wide to the left. But again, pretty shot there by Martin Jauregui as he hammers that one just off to the left side. And it'll be Dorniak to line him up on the knock-in as we click down to 5:30. Every second counts here in this final chucker of the day. Remember that the Maltese Falcons team at the moment are leading. They won 6-3 and then 4-3. So at the moment, they're in the control booth. But remember, all these scores will carry over to Sunday. So Sunday will be the fun day, and we'll see what happens. Shot on goal here by Martin. Off the post, the master shot. Nobody could get there. Bad luck for Bellini. And you get the high flag. And Jauregui will pick up his second goal of the day. Scoring one in the chucker before our final chucker. In the 8th chucker. Second chucker of our third leg. The final leg as we come back to center. And the clock will tick down to around 4:20. Hello, Aspen, Colorado. All right, loose ball play. That's what you want to do. Win this one. Well done, Patricio. Paz going under the neck with it. He's going to find Santos. Tato now trying to work it down there. Santos changes helmet on us. I like that. He went into the camo helmet. Oh, that's a pretty ball. Tato, will it make it on its own? Look at Dorniak. Oh, it goes just wide to the right. And that's been the issue here. Believe it or not, Aspen Valley on Sunday, if they dial in a few more of their shots, this team will be a force to be reckoned with. They've shot a goal a number of times. They've been off to the left and off to the right. Remember CTV Sports, Wellington-based, Chucker TV, also CTV Sports. They will live stream the entire fall season worldwide. I like that. CTV Sports worldwide. I have people calling from all over the world, believe it or not. And so that is right on time. Grand Champions Polo Club is the only USPA club that is live streaming all of its games. Chucker TV's and CTV Sports state-of-the-art technology also features team challenges and instant replay, which made their debut at the Grand Champions Polo Club in 2014. And can I get an amen? As everyone stands up and says amen, because replay has changed the game, hasn't it, Sandy? It has changed the game. And I got to tell you, replay, because I was actually a professional umpire when replay came into the game. And as a professional umpire, I could truly say that it changed the game in such a positive manner in so many different ways. Not just to get a call right or wrong, but it just changed the game, and you could talk for hours about it. But big shout-out and hats off to CTV Sports and bringing that into our amazing game here in January 2014. On the move, it's going to be Marc Ganzi and the big chest up man. Oh, a little bit off the left side. He's going to have to regroup here. Dorniak's going to push him into the corner. Good ball control, Marc. Turned around here by Dorniak. Grant comes in there, applies a little pressure. Pablo trying to get away from the Ganzis, and not an easy job as Marc and Grant. Now Pablo gets away. Loose ball play, going to be the Cobra. Open back shot, looking for Tomacho. Good steal by Pablo. Dorniak now looking to get Aspen Valley going. Dorniak. Now the little shot, he's got Sugar, but too far as Jauregui will come in there and a clean steal by Martin Jauregui and a wonderful back shot as he puts that one across the center. Tomacho Pieres has a lot of horsepower. Tomacho Pieres on the bay pony. The approach shot goes to the center, though, and stolen away by Santos. Tato gets a piece of it. Tomacho's going to lay it back to the inside for Marc. Nice hook in there by Dorniak, and he'll take it out of there. Well done by Pablo. Makes the hook, takes it out of the danger area, and now he'll work it down the far sideline. A little short for Tato. Turned around and cleaned up and controlled by Ganzi. Grant actually left that one for his dad, but then Martin called everybody off it. Now they come together, Sugar and Martin, but it'll be Jauregui to win the battle. Picked up cleanly by Marc. Well done, Cobra. Oh, I like that, Cobra. Takes it forward, and he missed it. He dropped it a little bit. That few inches gave Martin Jauregui time, but what a steal, again, by Pablo Dorniak. Dorniak, you got to name him Secretary of Defense today because he has been phenomenal down in the red zone. 10 yards in front of goal. Sugar's on the move. Grant Ganzi, Sugar. Who's going to get there? Tomacho, Sugar. Backed up cleanly by Tomacho. Nice tail shot there with a lot of angle. Turned around cleanly. And everybody falling across the line here. You're going to get a whistle on the play, and that'll stop the clock on the right-of-way violation. Turning to the right. He might have time to get out of there. I'm not sure. But Santos went to turn that ball to the right, but then he missed it. So he tried to clear out, but not quick enough as Marc Ganzi was riding down the right-of-way within 2 strides there, so he'll get the whistle. Nobody running anywhere, and Marc running off the field in the wrong direction of the goal that he's going to score at. So they'll leave that ball at the spot for a penalty 5A. But possession is huge right now with 1:18 on the clock, 5-2. Anytime, you have possession. And I like that try right there by Santos trying to steal it away. But it's going to be Jauregui. And he is going to powder another one. And look at this. Ganzi's got a lot of room to work, Marc. He tops that one. Picked up here by Sugar. Sugar's going to leave it for Pablo. Pablo gets a little help from the Bay Pony. Sandy says, come on, Pablo. Get it going here. Dorniak. Tough play here by Dorniak trying to get away from Ganzi and Tomacho. They're going to hold him up here. Tomacho's going to have to give way. He clears out nicely. Then they use it. Martin Jauregui's going to take his man and move it forward. Here comes your 30-second warning horn. And there you go. 30 seconds left here in our 9-chucker round robin. Shot on goal by Jauregui. and just wide. And they'll play this one out, but with a 5-2 score right here, I think they'll leave it all alone, and that probably will end it. So 5-2 with our final score. The clock goes tick, tick, tick. And there you go. That'll be the end of it there. So once again, I want to thank everybody for coming out here to the beautiful Santa Rita Polo Farm. And, of course, the Grand Champions Polo Club for our Fall Classic. This first tournament here in the fall, so get ready. If you are in town, please make sure you get the app, because once you get the app, the Grand Champions Polo Club app, then you'll be able to know where to go and where the fields are, what time everything's playing. But this week we're going to be playing our final, which will be a round robin, same 3 teams on Sunday. All the scores will carry over. Tracy's got everything lined out. So we'll carry those scores over, and then we'll find out who takes home the coveted trophy. I want to thank everyone here for coming out. And, of course, my name is Dale Schwetz, and I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports when I say thank you for making us the leaders in polo broadcasting. And, of course, here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.